Hello. Guess who's taking over the YouTube channel this week? I realised I didn't have my mic on.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright.
Alright. Second call. So yeah, basically I was just scared. Would you believe I'm a photographer? Clearly I can't work Curtis's equipment. And then everything just cut out, I lost electric. But both of those fans are also ladies on their own, so that's really nice, reassuring tonight. Curtis has let me loose, I can't believe it. I'm going to a photography conference this week up in Castleton in the Peak District. And what better way to use the van, make use of the van, and be able to stay for a couple of nights. So the conference is, today's Monday, the conference is Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm driving up there today, staying overnight, and then doing the conference, but we are also tying in doing the water insertion. So Curtis has trusted me with that as well. Oh my goodness, I need to change this seat, it's really far away. Yeah, I've obviously driven the van before, but this is the first time I've been let loose on my own. I am sure Curtis will get lots of phone calls. The first might be how to change it, there we go. Yeah, obviously just not been let loose on my own yet. And I'm a bit scared. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm obviously not going to be as good at Curtis as all this like content-y stuff, but I shall try my best. Keep you entertained.
This was a bad idea. This was a very bad idea. Goodbye. And that's the last time you ever seen the van.
First stop, petrol. I had to ring Curtis to see how to put it in. I don't normally have to do this, but it's usually, especially the paying for it part. Right, diesel, not petrol. Oh, I need to take the cap off. So he's left me with half a tank, so I don't have to fill it up completely. So let's see how much it will cost. £68.36. That's a full tank for me. There we go. We're all petroled up. And yeah, I'm somebody who is not worried about doing long drives. Obviously, I'm being cautious because I'm in the van. I'm not used to being on my own. Obviously, I don't do it very often because Curtis loves driving so much, so he does most of the driving. I've been really not worried about this weekend, but obviously, like, this van is Curtis's pride and joy, so we need to be extra careful with it. But I'm also excited because I think I do rely on Curtis so much because he is just such a doer. Like, he just loves getting on with things. And I think I've lost it. Where's it gone? Driving and doing content is probably too much for me. Curtis is going to watch this back and kill me. Yeah, so what I was saying is Curtis is such a doer. Like, he just gets on and does everything for, like, us as a family. So I am such a passy pea. Like, I can't complain. It's great, but yeah, he's taught me a few things already this morning. Today, it's actually 3:30 in the afternoon because I did a night shift last night, so I have slept and then got up, sorted the van out, got myself packed, and now I'm on the road. But yeah, he's taught me a few things, so oh, Curtis is gonna just hate watching this back. Yeah, he's taught me a few things, how to change the solar over and like to charge the battery when you're driving and stuff. Which actually I'm probably not going to need, but I know how to do it now. And when we are away on our family trips, I've said to him, like, if he's busy doing something else, I can go and, if he says go change the power over to solar, I can do it. Because I know how now. But yeah, 3 hours, 23 minutes until I'm supposed to be where I'm going to be. I also need to stop for some food because I've not eaten yet today. I've got my cup of tea, which is nearly falling over. And yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be because I don't know really what I'm going to record, but I'm taking over this week, so you got to put up with me. It's going to be bloody rubbish probably compared to what Curtis does, but I'm going to give it a go and take you on my little journey. Anyway, enough talking from me.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright,
Alright. Second call.
go on.
The microphone seems to have disconnected from the actual thing. I've turned it up both on and the little green line's not coming up.
How have you done that? Have you pressed the wrong button?
Possibly when I was trying to turn it off.
What did you... Okay, so what colour is the thing?
What, the little
The light?
green flashy?
Yeah, you need to press it again till it's blue.
Hold it.
Just should press it and see what happens.
I'm at my all-important stop, the very nutritious KFC. I've just had to ring Curtis because I broke his camera. I'd somehow disconnected the microphone from the camera, so I have no idea what I was doing. So I've rang. That's only the second time I've had to ring him so far. So drive down's not been so bad so far. I'm about an hour and 20 minutes away from where I need to be. Things I noticed on the way down. So Curtis has fitted a new blind here, which I don't think he's like addressed in his videos yet, but and he's ordered some magnets to make it stick to stay up, which I do think we need because it slowly works its way down, and then also sometimes it bangs, so that's annoying. The other thing I noticed is when you go past lorries, and Curtis has told me about this before, but I've never felt it to the degree I felt it today. When you go past lorries, like when you drive past them afterwards, you get the you get like the wind blow you. It's quite scary. Joys of things you don't know unless you drive a van. I think I have just arrived into the Peak District. I'm still 28 minutes away from where I need to be for where I'm going, but oh my goodness me. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, geography is not my strong point, Curtis will tell you, but I think I drove through Leeds, and that was an experience in itself. It was like, why are there so many houses for sale? Like every other house was for sale or to let. I didn't really get it. But then you literally drive 5 minutes up the road and then you are in complete open. Ta-da! I have arrived. So I've arrived at where I'm going to park tonight. Ooh! I went to scout out where the pub was first, just to see how far away it is, but it's literally 5-minute walk from here, so I'm just going to park up where I'm going to stay tonight and then I'm going to walk to it. I've parked up for the night. I'll probably just miss the sunset. Would have liked to have got here a bit earlier. Oh look, there's sheepers. Just before I do go to the pub, I thought you'd show it properly, because when I come back it will be dark. No way. Oh my god, how do I make it do what I need it to do? The man is feeding the sheepies. This is like... Oh my god. How do I make it get closer? I need to go and see. Okay, that's as good as it gets, I think. Would you believe I'm a photographer? Clearly I can't work Curtis's equipment. Look, he's feeding the sheepers. Yay. Walking to the park now. Look at all those sheep. I just love sheep. Like I said, where I've parked is literally a couple of minutes walk, so it feels a bit weird on my own, but it's fine. Just look at that light in the background. I'm also hoping that nobody else from this photography conference has dressed up for this pub visit, because I've come in my usual van attire that you guys are used to seeing me in. Fluffy jumper, leggings, and Crocs. I'm not too sure what first impression this is going to make, but ooh. Hey, so we've been to the pub. It was lovely. We went to somewhere called Ye Old Nag's Head in Castleton. I'm whispering a little bit because, well, it's late. It's like 10:30. And also, there's lots of vans parked across this bit, which is good. It's reassuring for me to know that there are other people here. This is something you have to think about as a female solo traveller, because it's pretty scary. The pub was only a couple of minutes walk, like I said earlier, from where I'm staying, but obviously walking back it was well lit, but I don't walk around in the dark like that on my own anymore. But yeah, we're fine. I'm back. Time for bed. Good morning. It's now 8:10 and I woke up about 7:30. But yeah, I slept very well. I got woken up a few times by sheep baaing. And also by, like, there's basically a lay-by on the side of the roads, but I think this road is a dead end, but cars do still go past every now and again, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, cold without Curtis though. It's, I think 6 degrees now, but it says on the app it feels like 1 degree, so maybe it's just a bit. I mean, we're in the middle of May now. I've not been too cold before, but obviously I'm usually with Curtis, so he keeps me warm. Could have a little look out the window and see what it looks like this morning. So one of my absolute favourite things about van life is the wake up in the morning, because a lot of the time when we travel we don't always know, like we sometimes arrive in the dark, so you never know what your morning view is going to be. So I'll show you today's. Like, just open your window and there's little sheep there. Oh, look, they're babies. Right, there's a lot of sheep in this video, but I love sheep. Hello. I'm doing a Curtis classic, sat on the step here. I just wanted to reflect a little bit. So obviously I've done these van trips with the family, which we absolutely love. But I know Curtis loves getting out and doing this stuff on his own. And although I would say I'd still prefer that the family was here, and especially Curtis. Oh, not just Curtis, I would like the whole family. It is hard when you're doing it with kids and you're trying to keep them entertained. But when you're on your own and you can just sit here with a cup of tea with your own thoughts, it is nice. It's taking that moment back, that like, yeah, just getting time to think. It's very nice. It's very deep, this conversation. But yeah, I can see why Curtis loves doing this, basically. He's somebody who is constantly looking out for everyone else. He's always doing stuff for us and the kids. And again, he's a huge family man, loves doing the family trips. But I can see why he likes to do them on his own as well. So yeah, maybe I'll let him out more. Joking. Not as if I don't let him out anyway. It's just life, isn't it? It gets in the way. Like, family, work. If he could do this all the time, I would say, yeah, go for it. And I do say go for it. I don't ever stop him doing anything. But like I said, he's not somebody who would just go off and do these things on his own. He's not selfish. Like all the time, I mean, he does do them on his own, but not all of the time as much as he'd like to be doing. Actually, he'd like to be living in the van, so anything less than that is not what he wants to be doing. I have told him, because my initial was that's definitely never going to happen, but yeah, I have told him that if we can save enough to go and do it for a year, then I'd be more than up for it. He would very much sell the house, use the equity, and just go travelling forever. But I'm a bit more reserved and safety, because I would like a house to come back to, because I think the reality is eventually you would want to come back to a house. So yeah, maybe there'll be a Henry's travelling year at some point. We are just finishing a walk. We tried to go up and see the castle in Castleton, but got a bit lost and couldn't find the main path. So we went on a bit of a detour, but it was beautiful. And we found like a little beautiful river. So we're just heading back to the pub now because the light is going. So we don't want to be walking up hills in the dark. Yeah, been on a little adventure. It's fun. Morning. It's morning 2. And oh my goodness, last night was not as plain sailing as the first night. I think the first night I just zonked because I'd done a night shift the night before, so I hadn't had many hours sleep. We'd had a long day driving, so I think I just zonked. However, last night, came back to the van about 10:30 from the pub. And then I just kept freaking myself out. Finally got to sleep, and then got woken up by basically a storm. So it was rainy and windy. I did take a little video, so hopefully Curtis can like insert that here. So yeah, basically I was just scared. I think the rain itself was okay. I don't mind. I like the sound of the rain when I'm in the van, but it was the wind. The only thing that has been a pain is I opened the glove box yesterday. What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for an inhaler because I was going on a walk. And for some reason it just then wouldn't shut again. So I had to leave it open, and then when I came back to the van last night, I realised it had a little light on. And then I was terrified that the battery of the van was going to run out and I wouldn't be able to start it. But it was too late to like get in the front and start trying to fix the glove box. So then I was thinking, when I was led here last night, what if I wake up in the morning and that little light has made the battery go flat and then I can't start the van and I can't get home? Anyway, I've started the van this morning. It's still starting. It's a tiny little light in the glove box. I'm overthinking it completely. Fixed the glove box. I can now close. There was like a bit of plastic behind it, and I don't know whether that's come off of something or whether that's like just fallen down the back, because I had loads of stuff in, just shoved full of rubbish. So I'll get Curtis to have a look at that when I go back and he can fix it if it's broken. But it's closing, so I think it's fine. I just don't know what that bit of plastic is that's come off of something. But other than that, no other dramas. Where I am is in Castleton, and there's something called Winnats Pass, and it is, when I came down, is like a super steep hill. However, I had the realisation that I probably need to go back up that to get home, and this is a heavy vehicle. So my worry is, what if I have to stop and do a hill start on that thing? And I mean, it is steep. Conference finishes today, so I need to make a decision what I'm going to do tonight, because tomorrow is the day we go to Leeds to get, I go to Leeds to go and get the water thing fitted. I have to be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, so I need to make the decision where I'm going to sleep tonight. So am I going to stay here, because I was like, I know this now, but like I said, it was scary last night. Well, the place wasn't scary, it was just the fact that it was windy and rainy. But obviously Leeds is quite a bit up area, so I don't really want to drive into Leeds because there'll be nowhere to sleep. But it's only about an hour away from here. My other option is potentially going to my mum's, because she is also an hour away from here. And if I stay there tonight, then I'll probably still sleep in the van because she doesn't have a spare room because my sister is there. If I do stay there, then that's then an hour's drive to Leeds still. So we're kind of like, Leeds is there, I'm here, my mum is here. So either way it's an hour. So yeah, depends what time I finish the conference tonight, I think. Houston, we had a problem. So I've woken up, well, I've been up for ages, but like just gone to make a cup of tea. I checked the Bluetti and it said 25%. So I thought, all right, I'll make a cup of tea. Turn the kettle on, and kettles do draw loads of electric quite quickly. But 25% we should be all right, just boil the kettle. And then everything just cut out. I lost electric. So I now have 0%. I've turned the van on just to try and give a little bit of charge to the battery. Curtis did show me before I left how to change the battery over to solar. Obviously I've been in this parking space for the whole time. I've not moved the van, so I've not charged it by driving. But I also didn't change it over to the solar charging, so that was my fault. So yeah, now I've got no electricity. Well, let's have a look. Look, so what you can do is go on the app. Oh, I've got 2% again now, so the light should turn back on. Let me see. Oh, maybe I'd need to turn the DC back on. Yay! I'm not going to boil the kettle because I've got 2%. But I'm leaving the engine on for a second. But at least I've got lights now to get dressed, because I need to be at my conference in half an hour. I'm not going to be putting it over to solar before I leave it, because it's absolutely tipping it down, and I find it really hard to change the clip. So I'll have no electric when I get back later. Which will probably mean I will have to drive somewhere just to get some, even if I drive around here and then decide to stay back here again tonight, then I definitely need to go for a little drive just to get some power. But yeah, I'm 2% now which hopefully will give me enough if I leave the engine on now to get ready, and then I'll figure it out later. So the main reason I wanted to boil the kettle wasn't actually for a cup of tea. It was for a little wash. So it did boil enough so that it's warm before the electric went. So I'm going to have a quick wash. Obviously we don't have running water in the van yet because we are very much mid-renovation, and obviously that's what's being fitted tomorrow. For anyone who doesn't know, and probably a lot of you don't, I'm a nurse, so I've given many a bed bath in my time. A lot can be said for a nice little wash and spruce up. So here's my luxurious ensuite bath. So it's been absolutely peeing it down overnight. And luckily there's been a break in the rain. So I'm quickly going to walk down to my conference. And the sun is out for how long? I have finally switched the power over to solar so that it can get some charge whilst I'm out today. And like I said, if that sun stays out, it should be able to get some charge. And then I can make a decision as to what I'm doing tonight. At least I'll have some electric. It's all learning, isn't it? I actually find it really easy to change it over this morning. When I tried the other day, although I did do it from solar to car, some of you will find it more difficult the other way round, but yeah, at least I know what I'm doing now, and it's all over onto the solar, so I'll have some power later on. The photography conference I am doing is now done, so I have got all night. I debated what I was going to do tonight in terms of, so I've got to be in Leeds in the morning at 10 o'clock to go and get our water fitted. And then I decided, because, so where I parked for the last couple of nights, I obviously had to be mindful that I was walking in and out of the town and needing to get back and forth to the conference. And on the evening when we were going to the pub, having to walk back, so I parked as close as possible to the town. But I've moved the van, and you can see part of this lovely view. It has been raining, but it's just stopped, so. But the sun is supposed to rise just over there. Obviously, it's now evening time. It's 8:05 at night. But I'm going to set my alarm for the morning, and hopefully, if the weather's nice, get a beautiful sunrise. As it stopped raining, I opened the door so I could have a look out. And as the rain stopped, the two vans either side of me also popped their heads out. It was like the rain stopped and everyone just opened the doors out of their vans. But both of those vans are also ladies on their own, so that's really nice, reassuring for tonight. Exciting. I'll show you a little bit of the view. You don't just want to see me.
I'll come running back to you, my love, and I come running back, and I can't get you off.
Women. What a beautiful start to the day. Hopefully my little time lapse is worked so you could see the beautiful sunrise. I saved a lamb who jumped out from over the field and he got stuck in some barbed wire, but he managed to get back over. And a nice cup of tea. I'm talking quietly because there's other vans. Yeah, look at this view. It's just, couldn't get a more perfect spot for the sunrise, really. 6:10 in the morning. I need to go to Leeds to go and get our water tank put in for 10 o'clock. So, I'm going to chill here with the door open for a bit. Sit back in bed. Get dressed. Probably leave about 8ish. Just to make sure I leave myself plenty of time. And then it's making my way back. I'm going to stop at my mum's. And we're going to go for some lunch. I think my sister's coming as well. Because they're near Rochdale. So obviously quite a few miles away from us in Bristol, so seeing as I'm up here, make the most of it and go for some lunch with my mum.
And I can't get you off of my mind. You've got the light in your eyes. You know I hear your voice inside my head when I forget the good things and the thoughts are caving in. You're all I have, so slip out. You're all I want, and I want it back.
Okay, lead's done. Water tank is all fitted. I'm just on my way to my mum's now in Rochdale. Did a little bit of tour of the country. The guys from I don't know the name of it. Curtis has booked it, but they were lush. They were really lovely, but they definitely thought that I couldn't drive the van. I mean, I probably looked like I couldn't drive the van because I didn't want to hit anything, but yeah. They were like, okay, now turn the wheel. Full lock. Come on, keep coming, you got room. I thought, oh, I'll humour them. Let them help me. Yeah, so the water tank's in. We've got a water tank. It's a massive waste one, massive fresh, and then waste water. And it's got little taps on the side. It's very posh. So yeah, another little addition to the van. I am on the home stretch. It is 20 past 7, and I've got 4.8 miles to go. I am nearly home. I don't have a lot of petrol left, but I did offer to Curtis to go and fill it up, and he said, no, just come home, I'll fill it up tomorrow. So in case he says, oh, she left me with no petrol, she didn't offer to get me any. This is just note that I did. I can't wait to go home and see all my family. I'm excited. I've been away for 3 nights, and it literally feels like I've been away for 3 weeks. So it's very rare that I'll stay away for that many nights. Plus I did my night shift Sunday night, so I've been away from home for 4 nights really. So yeah, can't wait to get home, back to my family. Yay! It's been an amazing trip. Thank you for having me. I hope I've not bored you all too much. I'm sure it's not been as exciting as Curtis's videos, and as varied, because I know it's been a lot of me talking, so apologies for that. But yeah, thanks for having me. And here are the people that commented on Curtis's video last week. So anybody who comments on mine this week can be on Curtis's next video. So thank you so much. Bye.